What I said a few minutes ago was many of you here today are going to go back home and sit in your living room and enjoy life. The legislators here have a piece of legislation that are looking to take away your rights to stand your ground wherever you have the right to be. We need you to call your legislators, call your senators, and say, do not screw with my rights. You can go to the state legislative page, do a Google search on your New Hampshire House of Representatives. Go in there and you can pull up the legislator and call them, write them, email them. Show up this week, Tuesday, 1 o'clock, for military that are out here, 1,300. And make sure you sign in that you're against that bill. And if you want to speak, fill out a pink card and speak. Tie them up. Keep them busy. Extend that committee. And then they'll understand and they'll see the people have spoken. But you've got to write letters to the editor. You've got to tell people enough is enough. We will not give up 1 inch of our rights.
We need to talk to our neighbors.
Talk to your neighbors, that's right. Get them
we
involved.
We need to win their minds and their hearts. Can't be obnoxious.
Right.
We need to win them over.
What's that? Yes, submit statements if you don't want to speak. Write a statement, submit it with the pink card. It's very important that we do not lose this battle. Right now, they got the nose under the tent here in New Hampshire when they took away my right to carry concealed in the State House. You can carry concealed. This is the people's house. There are no metal detectors. Our security carries no guns except the state troopers that are here. I will protect myself. I don't need anyone else to protect me. I got your back there. So this is why we need your help. And don't just go home and just say, well, I did the right thing. I showed up. That's not enough.
Al,
That's not enough.
on the 31st of January, there's going to be another meeting here put on by the 912 group that gives everybody here 2 weeks to go home and network and bring 5 or 10 more people with you.
Did you hear that? That was the 31st, right?
31st of January
What
at
time?
noon. Right here.
On January 31st at noon, the 912 group
Right?
is going to be here. And they want you to go on that day, bring your friends here. Everyone bring 5 to 10 more people with you. And let's send a message to New Hampshire. We will not give up 1 inch of our rights.
We have. Network to everybody. Show up here again. It needs to be done.
Let's take back rights we already lost. Let's not just stop.
400 people showed up to fight against the anti-gun bill. The cotton-picking liberals ran like rats away from that bill. Let's get them running again!
If you all show up, they're going to have no choice but to move it from the committee room to the People's Hall, which is Legislative Hall, where we do all the voting there. That's why we need your support. Let's not give up just today. I carry the Constitution with me all the time. Being a retired Marine, I'm a little slower than others. The brain's demented. I have to look up and remember the articles. Okay, I carry it with me just to make sure that I never forget. And we need you to stand up, and you never forget. Gary, did you want to say anything? Representative Papa?
I'm upset. I just wanted to emphasize that people are willing to fight for their rights. They will listen. They will back down. But you got to be here. We can't do it as legislators.
And remember also, it's treason to
right.
abridge the Second Amendment in any way, shape, or form, or act against it. It's treason.
Hold those accountable.
We were fortunate here today. We had the pro-life people that were here today. And I was asked a question here, or is it a coincidence that both are here? gun owners are about life.
Amen.
Just like the pro-life.
We're all here about our rights.
We're all law-abiding citizens that have the right to carry and to protect ourselves, and to protect ourselves from the government. And we must never, ever, ever give up that right. And it is about life, because none of us are looking to commit crimes. We're looking to either stop, protect ourselves, our families, whatever we got to do.
That's right, I'm pro-choice. I choose to protect my family.
There you go, brother. That's your choice. It's great to be an American. There's also February 8th, 12 noon in all 50 states, a rally just like this, pro-Second Amendment. February 8th, that's being organized February 12th? February 8th. February 8th. Friday. February 8th, it's a Friday at 12 noon. There's another rally. People around the country, which is great, they're tired. They're saying enough is enough. This president don't care. He don't care about your rights. They're pushing our Constitution aside. It don't fit their agenda. They elected the Democrats to take this House here, and they got no respect for the Constitution.
Then throw them out!
So the bottom line is,
Totally!
we must make sure we keep this going and say enough is enough. What's that? Is there a rally there's so many rallies going on. I recommend you check and see on the Bloomberg. Okay, I'm lucky I can keep up with my calendar here at the State House. Anything else? Well, I want to thank you all for coming out and showing support.
Thank you.
Okay?
We are the government. And no government's going to walk up to me that I pay for and say that I need to get permission to protect myself. You're the government. Stand up.
You're the one that elect the legislators. It's your vote at the polls there that makes a difference there. So it's the power of the people, not the power of the government.
Thank you for your service to our country.
What's that?
Thank you for our service. Thank you for your service to our country.
Thank you. I got a question.
How many veterans are out here? To all you veterans that are out here, you know by the Obama, we're considered homeland terrorists.
I took it all!
We took an oath to uphold the Constitution, and we still hold that oath.
Damn right.
Question.
Never, ever.
Question.
Sure.
Move up, brother.
Yeah, go right up there.
While everyone's here,
Speak up.
speak up. Identify yourself.
I'll shout as best as I can. One of the things that I saw on the internet the other day is that the NRA has signed up 250,000 members in the last 30 days. They're one of our strongest allies nationwide. Right now, they're offering life memberships for $300. So if you aren't a member, if you are a member and you're not a life member, if you want the number, I'll leave it up here, and feel free to sign up because they need us now more than ever. Thank you.
Question.
Why is this important to us, what he just said? It's like if you're a veteran out here. I'm a member of the VFW in the American Legion. I pay those dues because that pays for people in Washington to fight for our rights. And it's the same thing with the NRA. In Washington, they're there with their lobbyists to fight for our rights. Okay, and tell our Congress to make sure that we send here from New Hampshire do not drink the Kool-Aid there in Congress.
Question.
That's why it's important to stay involved and make sure you're with these organizations. They're going to fight for our rights. Yes.
How many parents we got out here? How many grandparents do we have out here? everybody's got nieces and nephews. Let's talk about the other enemy we have, the entertainment industry. Who owns the largest private firearms collection in this country? Hollywood. They've done a hell of a job using it responsibly, haven't they? Cameron Diaz, Chris Rock, they've all come out. They've spoken against our rights. Why is that? Cameron Diaz, Chris Rock, Tom Cruise have taught more people to kill than the 2nd Marine Division. You need to take your kids to the range. You need to take your grandkids to the range. You need to teach safety. You need to teach responsibility. If we get our kids, our wives, our aunts, our sisters to vote, that's what we have to do. It's the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
People have been taught to be afraid of guns. We
People
need to
have
teach
been
them
taught
not
to be afraid of inanimate objects. We need to teach them differently. Bring a kid to the range. Bring a friend to the range.
Bring Obama to the range.
That's a good point. I'll tell you what. If anyone's broadcasting this, I challenge Barack Obama. Bring his 2 children to a youth safety class that I teach. And Barack and Michelle and those 2 kids will walk away more responsible people in all aspects of their life. Woo! Walk away more responsible people.
Schools are armed with armed weapons and everything you call it. Assault rifles.
Are they going to turn us away if we walk in armed?
Well, the thing is, you can't come in open carry.
Well, concealed carry.
Concealed, no. There's no metal. How are they going to know you're concealed?
All right.
Concealed means concealed.
Concealed means concealed. I mean, we don't flaunt what we do, our carry.
Amen.
That's right.
When they use the excuse of the children here, 4th graders, how many in the malls see any of us carrying open? You don't. You don't. They conceal. We respect what we do with our carry.
Like this.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm going to read something to you real quick. How many here ever took the time to read the New Hampshire Constitution?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm guilty. Because until I became a state rep, I only read the U.S. Constitution. But you want to know something? The New Hampshire Constitution is one of the best written in the country. Give me a second here. I just want to real quick here under Article 2A. This was in 1982, the bearing of arms. All persons have the right to keep and bear arms in defense of themselves, their families, their property, and the state. It's written there. This is the Bible. This is what we comply with. None of this bull-ass rules. There's another one, Article 2. All men have certain natural, essential, and inherent rights, among which are the enjoying, defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property. In a word, of seeking and obtaining happiness. Equality of rights under the law shall not be denied or abridged by this state on account of race, creed, color, sex, or national origin. This has been in effect since 1784. Yeah. Woo! All right. Believe me, I made a comment there once on the floor that I'm going to start issuing constitutional books out to the Democrats, and they all booed me.
have to teach them to read first.
They have no business in there.
Article 10, right to revolution. Article 10, like I said, right to revolution. But you want to know something?
Loud and proud.
us gun owners are law-abiding citizens. The right to revolution, we don't want to threaten. I heard somebody say bring Obama. I want to clarify that to the ring. We want to teach President Obama set proper safety, how to shoot, how to protect his family, where he won't need the taxpayers' money with Secret Service.
Start with teaching them respect.
The government, here we go, the government being instituted for the common benefit, protection, and security of the whole community, and not for the private interest or emolument of any one man, family, or class of men. Therefore, whenever the ends of government are perverted and public liberty manifestly endangered, and all other means of redress are ineffectual, the people may, in a right, ought to reform the old or establish a new government. The doctrine of non-resistance against arbitrary power and oppression is absurd, slavish, and destructive of the good and happiness of man.